So our last speaker is the founder and CEO of District Technologies, Lee Butz. While at Oxford University, Lee wrote their master's thesis on understanding the DNA of strong entrepreneurial hubs. I've been really looking forward to listening to Lee about the work of District Technologies, as I believe it resonates strongly with the transforming towns agenda and our ambition. The high street becomes more of a space to work in, to create, and to collaborate. So I was reading about the app and the technology last night. So Lee's talk is titled "The Town is the Office." So with that, over to you, Lee. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm just on my screen. Give me 1 second. So hi everyone. Butz. I'm the founder and CEO of District Technologies, and we are a smart building and community platform for large landlords and office operators. My background is in building co-working campuses, so I was lucky enough to take my theory into practice when I wrote my master's thesis on how you build entrepreneurial clusters by launching a very big campus in Berlin, and then also in London before working with some bigger landlords, understanding how the, let's just go full screen, understanding how the market is changing, and sort of started District 4 years ago with the vision of bringing the benefits of co-working to any type of office space. And it's always been my personal passion to consider the smart city angle of what we're doing at District. I'm very passionate about future cities, and I've been speaking to a handful of owners and land developers about how you could essentially use our technology across a village or a town or even a neighborhood or a city, because I think that would be an absolutely fantastic application of what we do, and we would have all the functionality to make it work. So we're still looking for a project. If anyone has a remote area of Wales that is connected, because of course we do need connectivity. So this talk leads on very nicely of the two presenters before me. But once you are connected, the possibilities are endless, and really looking at the user experience of people living in our cities and our spaces is what we focus on. It's all about human-centered design. And I think it's also our industry's, especially the real estate industry's, obligation to build better cities for sustainable aspects and also for the experience of people living in them, of course. So we're in an unprecedented time with COVID and a global pandemic, certainly in my lifetime. I know that I very much miss going to my office space and traveling around the city like nothing's wrong. And I'm sure we'll get back to that in the future. But for now, COVID is here, and it's forced the most traditional companies to adopt remote working that would have never allowed their employees to work at home. They've been forced to. So in a way, it's created this incredibly interesting opportunity for a lot of companies like District, where almost our market has tripled overnight, because now we're working with a lot of big companies. So what does that mean? Hybrid working is here to stay. So we don't believe in full remote working. I don't think all companies are going to allow their employees to stay at home forever, but they will certainly have a combination of hybrid working. So you may book yourself back into the office a couple of days a week, and then you may use the rest of your neighborhood or town as your own personal playground to work and get on with your day-to-day things wherever you feel like it. And that brings up a very interesting opportunity to reflect on how we, consider spaces for living and working, and maybe how we can use technology to enhance and make it more efficient and more productive. So I'm also really interested in this idea of a 20-minute neighborhood or a 15-minute city. I think there's different theories that say 15 minutes or 20 minutes, but I think the concept is the same. And the idea is really to have what you need to do in your day-to-day at a very high level experience in a matter of 15 or 20 minutes around where you live. And so I think, for city planners and developers, it's a very, very important time to focus on, do they have what they need in their developments to attract and keep people? Because these days, especially with COVID, you as an employee, you can work almost anywhere. So we're seeing a huge outflux of creative young professionals that are leaving London just because they don't want to be in a stressful, very expensive, very populated space. And now they can work from anywhere. So why would they not maybe move to Wales? Or, actually we at District, we have an engineer who lives in Wales from even the time that we hired him 4 years ago. And we can work with remote engineers or remote employees anywhere in the world, really. But if it's in the right time zone, it's a big advantage. So the time zone thing is important. But essentially, if you have all these amazing things in your city or in your town, could you use technology to connect them? And that's where our community app comes in, and what I've always envisioned for potentially working with larger developments, not just landlords and office space, which we typically work with today. So what about a community app for your neighborhoods or towns? Everything we built from the beginning of the company was around community and collaboration. We can configure different functionalities to turn them on and off. This is sort of our magic sauce in the back end of what we've built. And everything that we provide our clients with drives really 3 key return on investment or value, which is about engaging the community, so actually connecting with them, knowing what interests them, understanding the demographics better, then allowing the people or the community to connect with amenities and services. So what's in and around the space that they work and live, can we give them access to that in a very easy, friendly, and nice to use mobile app? And that also drives actionable insights. And with our technology, and maybe David, we can apply to some of that grant funding that the Welsh government has just made available. But essentially, we could have, we could provide anyone with their own fully branded app, whether we name it the name of the development. So I'm speaking to a potential client right now that has a new village they're building with 15,000 people just outside of London. And we could name it the name of this new development. So anyone moving there or living there could download the name of that location and then connect with what's available in and around where they live. So that's in a nutshell the concept of what I get, how I'm really excited about considering your town as an office or workplace. So our hybrid community platform allows you to communicate and collaborate with anyone that's also on the platform. So whether that's people that work in the same building or live in the same location as you, you could search based on what interests them. You could connect with other designers if you're a designer or other like-minded people. You can use it as like a business opportunity or networking platform, as well as, of course, seeing what's in and around your locations, so content, events, activities. And then you could book workspace whenever you need it on the go. So you could book a desk, you could book a space like a meeting room or an office, depending on how we set up the platform. And then our clients can choose to monetize these shared services or spaces, or provide them for free with the technology. Both is optional. So like I said at the beginning, we customize everything and make it really configurable for different clients to manage, analyze, and then iterate the services that they're providing their communities for as well. We have a lot of best tips and tricks and practices. We don't just give you an app and say goodbye, good luck. We actually help our clients sort of engage, measure, and then analyze the experience that they're providing.
Sorry,
yeah.
The slides aren't moving, so I'm not sure if you've been going through the slides.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's not good. I've been going through them the whole time. Can you see them now?
Yes, sorry. Yeah. Yes.
Sorry. This was, so let me not go full screen so that we can see the slides, and I'll just do them really quickly. How do I get rid of this thing? Okay.
I should have raised it earlier. Sorry, I wasn't sure if you just would talk about that one slide. Sorry.
This is where we've been at the time. So quickly to review what I've just said, This was about hybrid working. It's here to stay with COVID. The next slide was about the 20-minute neighborhood. I won't repeat what I said, but I'll just give you a second to look at my slides. This is our solution with the plug and play or fully branded app to engage your community, connect amenities, drive actionable insights. This is our hybrid community platform. So I was talking about the communication and collaboration that you can search for other people based on your interests, which is here. You can book shared spaces, shared services, and you can choose to monetize them or not optionally. And then you can manage, analyze, and iterate the services on the app with your very own dashboards. So I hope you can all see the presentation now. Yes, David? It's moving. Good. I think no answer is a good answer. So these are all the core features. And yeah, I won't go through it in detail because that's not the point, but essentially the concept would be that you could connect anything that you'd like in your neighborhood or city. You can add integrations. We've done a lot of smart building integrations. I'm just doing a talk. This is why these are here. I'm just literally doing it. Speak to the reception, please. So I'm sorry about that. I'm in a workspace here and someone just came over and told me to put a mask on, but this is why we have the dividers between the desks. Anyway, we have here all of the integration partners, and these are all the clients we work with. So we have a lot of large landlords, property managers, and big companies that we work with today already that use our technology to, manage, connect, and engage with all the great services and amenities that they provide their communities with. Here's some more case studies of what it would look like to brand the app. So you could have, your very own branding. You can even have a video in it. You can change fonts, colors, logos, really make it look like your own. And we're very excited as a company, as District, to work with clients sort of already outside of England as well. It's fully cloud-based. We started in the UK 4 years ago, but it's all in the cloud, so we can launch any location anywhere in the world. We don't need to touch the buildings or the locations, but if we want to use smart building tech, then we do. Then we have some hardware that partners of ours install. So that's on a really quick summary of what we do at District and how we could apply the technology to a town or a neighborhood. Thank you.
Thank you, Lee. Good. Stop sharing your screen. That's really useful. And sorry, I should have mentioned the slides before. So the thinking I was having is that basically we're used to working in a large office, but this provides the opportunity to consider the town like an office and the cafes like rooms, etc. So is that the idea?
Oh, well, I think, you could connect any amenity space, whether it's a cafe where you could actually book a desk to work from, or whether it's an actual co-working space provider or a innovation center or a community hall. It could be turned into a workspace, a church. Like, the opportunities are endless, I think. And it's just about finding innovative decision makers that can help really drive some of these theories into practice.
Thank you. Because we operate a program called Enterprise Hub, but the challenge is to make these areas sustainable. So presumably this could allow a town to become an enterprise hub without actually creating a physical place that you have to sustain and require public funding forever and a day. Mm-hmm. So that's anyway. Sorry.
Communities. So if you have a community that is managing a workspace anyway, why not provide that through a technology platform to more people than just the people that already know about it?
Yeah. Thank you very much.